Hey, I'm back on the whiteboard today, and we're talking about how to make $10,000 a week selling life insurance. If that interests you, you're going to love our topic today. I'm going to break down numbers and math and go right into how you can do this. Okay, so if you think about $10,000 a week, let's just say you take 2 weeks off, right? You end up at $500,000. Okay, so 500 grand. Do I know people, a bunch of people, doing this? Yes. Are there individuals that are instructors in our six-figure society that are teaching on this? Yes, 100%. Now, there's several things you need to think about when you're doing this. If we start to break down how much, I think the first thing you need to figure out is how much do you make? Average money per sell. Okay, so this could vary by what product you sell, what carrier you sell, what commission you get, etc. Right? But I want to kind of walk through this and kind of build this out together. Just hypothetically, if you were to do this, some of you are like, I would take $2,000 a week. Some of you are like, bro, I'd take $1,000 a week. However, let's think a little bigger today and just see what happens as we hang out together for a few minutes. Okay, so what is that for you? Let's just say that it is, I would say a lot or like, $720. Okay. Again, that's just, made up math. However, $60 a month is a typical sell. Now that means you're on a 100% commission rate. I don't know what your commission is. Also too, if you're watching this, like plugging in and having contracts and carriers and commissions is important. So if you're like, dude, I don't like where I'm at, or I'm struggling, or I need help with that, because I get the question a lot, we have a new agent placement program to help plug you into someone to help you with that piece. So if you want us to place you or refer you to a trusted partner agency of ours, that's a side note, but you can check out the agent placement program in the link below. Okay, so if you take 10 grand, divided by $720, you get 13.8. So let's just call it 14 sales per week. Okay, now let's say that this could vary a little bit if you're selling face-to-face or virtually. I don't know what your situation is. However, let's just assume that you're selling, actually, you know what? Let's assume you're selling virtually. A lot of the stuff I've ever done is selling face-to-face. Let's just assume you're selling virtually today, okay? To get 14 sales, you're gonna need to have so many people, so let's just say you need 28 people to actually show up to a appointment, right? Now, that may be high or low for you, but to figure this out, all you need to figure out is what is your closing rate? What's your closing percentage? This is using 50-50, right? It's using a 50% close rate. I don't know what your it is. You need to figure that piece out, but as we build this out together, I'm kind of doing this math in reverse as well, which is okay. You need 20 people to show up to a appointment, whether that's a call or a Zoom. Okay, I can tell you this. I talked to 28 people that came in because of a lead and I booked an appointment, and I talked to 28 a week. I'll probably do way more than that because of couples and additions, and I'll also just close more than 50%. However, 28, cool. So we got 28. Now let's just assume, now what percentage of your appointments don't show up? I would say that if we're looking at virtual, it's gonna be a little worse. Okay, so let's just assume that, I used to assume that about 25-30% wouldn't show, maybe a third. I'm gonna go higher today because it's virtual. Again, I wanna be very conservative. I don't wanna mislead you. I wanna give you accurate info. Okay, let's just say that you have a 40% no-show rate. Okay, a no-show rate, okay? A no-show rate. Let's just assume that's the case. That means to get to this number, we need to take 28 divided by 0.6, because 28 is 60% of whatever bigger number we want, okay? Which means you need to set 40, I'll even round up, 47 appointments per week. Now, some of you are like, bro, this has gotten freaking huge, man. There's no way I can book. Dude, I know someone right now, no lie, that has a ton of leads coming in. He has a two virtual appointment setters. He's teaching in our six-figure society about this pretty soon. He also has, he has about 80 to 120 appointments set per week. Yeah, it's insane. He also has about 40 to 60 that he actually talks to and runs. He's about a 50% no-show, but when you get into huge numbers like this, it doesn't surprise me, okay? But those are his numbers. But from that, he's writing 10 to 20K a week, okay? Which is big numbers, but you put up big numbers, you'll write big numbers, right? So 47. So now how do you get 47 appointments in a week? Now let's break it down. Let's just say that you go 50 and you get 10 per business day. This guy's running 6 days a week, sometimes 7, but you have to when you do that many, okay? Let's just say you do 10 a day. Well, and let's just say each lead, let's just say you're generating your own digital leads, whatever, right? I don't know. Say they're 10, let's just call them, you know what? Let's be really conservative and say these are appointments too, by the way. So these aren't even leads. So let's just say that you only book appointments with about, let's just call it 40% of your leads, right? Which maybe it's probably high in most cases. I wouldn't say it's high in all cases, but I would say it's high in some cases. So 50 divided by 0.4, 125 leads a week. Okay, 125 leads a week. Dylan and I are going to upgrade, and we're going to invest in some new markers, I promise. Okay, 125 leads a week. Say that they average you $10 a lead. That means you spent $1,250. Say they average you $20 a piece. That means you spent $2,500. Okay, one of the bigger issues with a lot of people when they're trying to scale something is if they work through this, right? And this is one of the things that we teach in the Six Figure Society, which is, hey, I want direct access to Cody. I want, it's a mentoring training program. I want access to every course you ever created, which is 26 of them. And I want access to 13 incredible industry instructors. It's only $49. The link's below, sixfiguresociety.com. Okay. But one of the things we teach is that for you to scale what you are doing, a lot of you need to do more and you need to spend more. Okay, if you naturally look at where you're at and what you're doing, if you spent more and you did more, you would just produce more. And so, is that the perfect science in every equation? Probably not. But in a lot of equations, most of the time, that solves everything. So I want you to really start to think about, okay, like I was writing down my goals this morning. I was writing down what I'm grateful for, and I was writing down some short-term goals. And when I was thinking through that, I'm like, okay, here's what I want to do. Here's how I want to do it. Here's when I want to do it. I want you to do the same thing. Maybe it's 10K. Maybe it's a different number. I don't know what the number is for you as I go full John Madden on a whiteboard today again, okay? Also, if you missed the whiteboard videos, let Dylan know in the comments below and we'll just keep pumping those out every once in a while, okay? I want you to think about what number do you want to hit? It's a math equation. Back into the equation, figure out your numbers, and go. Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're gonna love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there. What advice would you guys give to millennial young hustling agents like y'all that are they're struggling, they're trying to figure it out, they want to succeed, they're hungry, what advice would y'all have for that?
Yeah, I would say that there's a couple things